Everyone, welcome back to another video. This one is a pretty important one because Bitcoin is trying to break down from crucial support. So watch until the end of this video for my critical analysis and potential trading opportunity. But guys, I am back in Dubai finally for the next 2 days, but something else is very important that I need to mention before jumping into the Bitcoin TA, and that is the Apple Watch giveaway that I am doing with Bitflex. Now, usually it was supposed to end, I believe, 3 days ago, but because I was traveling, I decided to extend it for another 24 hours after this video is published. So if you guys do want to participate, this is your last chance, and all you have to do is actually go to the second link in the description below for Bitflex. Use this link to sign up, and then you should be forwarded to this page over here. Now, it's actually super easy to make an account. It only requires your email address, password, and that's pretty much it. It takes I'd say like a minute or so to make an account, and all you have to do is deposit at least 100 USDT and make one trade on their derivatives platform to be able to be eligible to participate in the giveaway. And it's cool because it gives you an opportunity to actually test out the exchange, which you might as well, right? But the second most important thing for this video, well, arguably the most important, is Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is trying to break down from this level of support at $29,800. Now, if you watched my previous video over here, I discussed that I could be potentially entering a position if we broke down from the support of this bull flag or this channel that we're forming. And I was incredibly bearish actually for multiple videos. Like if we go to my channel over here, I can show you that I was pretty bearish for the past couple of videos. This was the XRP video, which I highly suggest you watch if you don't know about the situation. This was a macro video talking about macro bullishness for Bitcoin, but ever since this video for 8 days, I have been bearish on Bitcoin. A lot of you were skeptical, but I am more of an honest analyst, and I'm not going to tell you that Bitcoin is going to go up all the time because it just doesn't, right? Even though I'm bullish on the macro, on the short term, what we have a bearish divergence both on the daily and weekly time frame. So if I show you like so, you can clearly see a massive bearish divergence that has been forming on Bitcoin for quite a while now. So this bearish divergence, it's not good whatsoever, and I believe it is playing out right now. So it could be a little late to enter a position, but I will discuss in just a second. But even on the macro chart like the weekly, we're also seeing a bearish divergence play out for Bitcoin as well. And I have been bearish, guys, on Bitcoin. So this was pretty much expected, especially after this doji candle, shooting star candle over here. This was the situation. Again, on the weekly time frame, we did form a new high, right? So we're keeping this bullish trend on the weekly. So that is why, if you watch this change everything for Bitcoin video, is actually pretty important because this talks more macro. And on the macro, yes, I am bullish. So like the weekly time frame, for example, can be considered more of a macro. On the macro, I am bullish. However, on the shorter time frames, like I explained, I do believe a drawback down to the 28.7, and even if we draw further down, I think a draw to the 27.2, 27.3K is possible, because what will happen is once we touch this level of support, which is a pretty critical line of support as we've come down previously on Bitcoin's history, what we will do is we will still form a higher low, which will keep us in this bullish uptrend and cause us to hopefully break bullish above this ascending triangle. Now, this ascending triangle is incredibly bullish for Bitcoin. Now, to be a bit more realistic, I'm going to measure it from here, the length, the height of this ascending triangle from here to give us a more of a realistic result. And the way we do it is we put it at the final breaking point to give us a target. Now, this does give us a target of basically $40,600. I don't know why it's not drawing that line. There we go. And if you look at it, it actually lines up perfectly with these wicks over here. So this is actually a very important level of resistance. So I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin does manage to break above its swing high at $31,600. I wouldn't be surprised if we did come up to $40,600 for Bitcoin. However, this is macro. In the short term, as I said, I do believe that a drawdown to initially the $28.8 thousand, then the 27.2, 27.3K is definitely possible. But on the weekly time frame, we're still holding this channel. So unless we break it, these are my targets, the bearish targets, but if we don't break it and we do manage to hold the support here, then yes, we could bounce back to this 31K. But like a few videos ago, I did explain that my expectation is that we trade around this level of resistance, this red box of resistance for Bitcoin for a while, for at least, during the summer. Usually summer is a bit slow for Bitcoin. So that was my initial expectation. Of course, I will continue to make daily uploads, but on the macro perspective, I do believe that we can trade around this range of resistance for a while for Bitcoin. However, of course, eventually we will move. So, and in my opinion, we will move big because of, fundamental news such as the Bitcoin spot application, etc. These are all super bullish news that in the long term will hopefully push Bitcoin up to the 40.6K level. Now, talking about bullish news, actually, this is something else that I wanted to mention before I jump into XRP charts, which I wanted to look into for a while actually. And the DXY, by the way, which is the dollar strength, it has been dumping incredibly. And what is super strange is usually the dollar strength and Bitcoin are inversely correlated. Now, this means that whenever Bitcoin dumps, it's usually because, well, Bitcoin can dump or pump due to several factors, but a huge factor is the DXY, the dollar strength. So when the dollar loses its value, technically Bitcoin sees a massive move, especially after a huge dump on the DXY like this. But it looks like the Bitcoin chart has broken its correlation from the DXY, which is super interesting. I mean, this should have caused us a massive pump on Bitcoin, which it didn't do, unfortunately. But that is pretty much it for Bitcoin and the DXY. I want to have a look into XRP very quickly because earlier this morning, I did see a pattern forming on XRP, and that is actually a bullish pennant. So you can actually trade XRP on Bitflex as well. So if you do end up signing up to Bitflex, you can actually trade XRP over there as well. And you can also trade Bitcoin and XRP and a bunch of altcoins on Bybit too. And that will be the first link in the description below if you want to sign up to Bybit. I will be posting some nice, cool videos on tutorials on how to actually use Bybit. I'm going to be recording them tomorrow. So do stick around for the channel and turn on the notification bell to be alerted immediately when I post those videos. But if I switch to the XRP chart, and that looks super ugly, we can see a bullish pennant forming on XRP right over there. So if you guys do want to open a trade on XRP, I am bullish on XRP for the midterm. Of course, this SEC situation was incredible. I mean, the thing that I was so surprised about, it was actually quite obvious that XRP will most likely win the lawsuit. So I thought that it could be priced in, but the thing that crypto is, it's people FOMO, right? It's mostly retail traders that control the market at the moment, in my opinion, right? And when the XRP news came out, especially for altcoins, I think a lot of retail investors came in, new investors came in, and this caused the market to pump. However, if this was a stock or something, usually this would be priced into the stock and we wouldn't see a massive move like this. Actually, we would usually see a dump. So we would see a buy the rumor, sell the new situation. So this is actually pretty interesting that this happened for XRP. But if you do want to trade this, right, I think on the weekly time frame, if we jump into the weekly, what could be a very cool spot is actually opening a potential long position. And guys, remember, nothing in this video is financial advice whatsoever, just my own personal TA and opinions only. Make sure to always do your own research before trading or investing. Super, super important. But you could, if you want to, actually open a long position on XRP if we see a break above this bullish pennant at around 0.7666. So if we do end up breaking that, you could, if you want to, on Bitflex as well, open a long position right over there with a tight stop loss. I would personally do it like here. And that's a beautiful trade. That's actually a 21% trade unleveraged. So you don't even actually have to put leverage on this trade because it's a beautiful trade in terms of risk to reward. And it's already such a high amount without leverage. So you could have a very low risk trade with this unleveraged. So that's what you could do if you want to. But guys, that is pretty much it for Bitcoin. I hope you enjoyed this. And guys, make sure to take advantage of this giveaway because it will go to someone and it might as well be you, right? So take a chance. It's only 100 USDT that you have to deposit and make one trade. If you don't like the exchange, you don't have to continue trading there, but I believe you will like it. And there are so many cool updates actually coming to Bitflex very, very shortly. So do stick around on Bitflex. I'm sure everything will go nicely, and there will be some very cool additions very soon on the exchange from what I heard. But guys, that is pretty much it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, everyone, and I will see you guys in the next video very soon. Take care, guys, and bye-bye.